In this video, I'm letting a random wheel pick how I make money on the donut SMP. In order to start this video off, we're going to need to spin the wheel. Okay, the wheel has been spun. Let's see what it lands on. It looks like it landed on logs, so let's get straight into the challenge. In order to start this challenge, I'm going to need an RTP until I find an oak tree biome. Okay, it looks like we found our spot, and now I'm just going to mine a bunch of these trees, and once I have quite a bit amount, I'm either going to fill out orders or I'm going to list them on the auction house. Now it's time for an epic tree cutting down montage. I've reached 4 stacks of logs, so now I'm going to list these on the auction house. Okay, it looks like on the auction house the cheapest is around 55, but I'm gonna list these 4 stacks of logs for 50k each, and if they sell then I'll get 200k profit. Alright, as you can see, somebody bought my first stack of logs, so that means that the total money counter for right now is 50k, and we still got a long way to go to get to that 1 million. So back to grinding. I now have 5 stacks of oak logs, so of course we're gonna go back on the auction house and sell them for 50k. Here is everything that I just listed, and somebody just bought my logs for 50k, so that is 100k total so far in the challenge. In total, I have $350k worth of oak logs on my auction house, and that is obviously not enough. So I'm gonna have to keep mining logs over and over again.
3 hours later.
Alright, after quite a bit more time of chopping down logs, we have 7 stacks of oak logs and 1 stack of birch logs. And also, while I was mining, I got 3 more sales, so that brings our total to 250k just from trees, which that is pretty good. Now let's sell them on the auction house. Alright, this is what the auction house looks like right now, and if I were to sell everything here, my total profit would still be 850k, so I need to get some more oak logs. And what I'm thinking of doing is getting probably around like 6 stacks of oak logs so I can sell them for a bit cheaper, so then they'll sell quicker. And by now, you already know what I gotta do. After a whole lot more mining, I had 8 whole stacks of oak logs. And the total profit so far is 600k. We only need 400k more dollars in order to beat this challenge. So in order to do that a little bit quicker, I'm going to sell these on the auction house for 45k, and hopefully these will sell pretty fast. Yep, there we go. Somebody's already buying it, and I haven't even listed everything yet. Another one. And another one. Another one. Let's check my auction house to see how it looks. This is how it's looking right now. We got still quite decent amount, but we only need about 200k more, and then we will be able to finish this challenge. So I'll see you guys when we finish it. Alright, we just need 1 more to sell, and there we go. That is challenge complete. That was actually really easy. Here is what my auction house looks like, just so you know I didn't cheat or do anything. This is 100% a great method, especially for early game. But enough talking about this, now let's go to the next one. Alright, we're back at the wheel, let's see what we're gonna get. And we got Blackstone. This is actually a great method, so let's get right into it. But wait, if you made it this far in the video, please like and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. But anyways, let's get right back into it. Alright, the first thing we're going to need to do is RTP to the nether. Now that we are here, we need to dig down to the very bottom. Hey look, we just found some Blackstone on the way, so of course we're going to mine this. Alright, I just mined that little patch, and we have 2 stacks and 12 more. So let's go on the auction house and see how much Blackstone actually sells for. Currently, Blackstone is up for 60k, which is not that bad. We're gonna list this Blackstone for 59K. Alright, and now if that sells, we'll have just shy of 120K, but that is not even close to 1 million, so you know what that means. Epic mining montage. After all that mining, I have 7 stacks of Blackstone, so we're gonna list it for 65K. Alright, now that it's all listed, here's what my auction house looks like, and we're just gonna keep on mining Blackstone while I wait for that to sell. Again, after doing a bunch more mining, we have 7 more stacks of Blackstone, so we're going to list this on the auction house. We have sold a little under 450K worth of Blackstone, so we are almost halfway there into the challenge. Here is what my auction house is looking like, and this is more than enough to finish out the challenge. But just in case, I'm going to keep mining Blackstone so that I can sell it for cheaper. Oh, there we go. This guy's buying. He bought 2 stacks, which is pretty good. But enough said, let's keep mining. Alright, there we go. But that completes the challenge. Overall, that was pretty easy, and I do think that Blackstone is better than logs. But yeah, that is definitely a very good money-making method early on in the game. And yeah. It's now time for our last money-making method. And also, I stream this on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe so you see my next live stream. But wait, those challenges were way too easy. So I say we spice things up a little bit, and we go to $10 million this time. Without further ado, let's get straight into this method. Time to spin the wheel for the last time. Let's see what it lands on. Looks like it landed on leather. That's actually not too bad, so let's get started. If you don't know what this method is, that's okay, because I'm about to tell you. So first, you have to get 2 cows, and once you have these 2 cows, you just breed them over and over and over again. And then once you have a bunch of cows, and then you kill a lot of them, and then you'll get leather, and then you sell this on the auction house for a lot of money, and then you just keep killing them and breeding them over and over and over again, and in this case, I'm going to do it until I hit $10 million. Also, I thought it would be more fun if I started from absolutely zero, so that's why I have no money. Enough talking, let's get started. There we go. After way too long, we got 2 cows. And now, we have 3. These are the 2 cows that will breed millions. I mean millions of cows. All I gotta do now is wait till I can breed these guys again. I've been breeding cows for quite a while now, and I'm gonna give you guys an update. Here is what it looks like right now. It's still not crazy, but I expanded the pen quite a bit, and I put a divider so they wouldn't entity cram when I would go in there and breed them. But yeah, we still got a lot more work to do. So I'm gonna start breeding them over and over and over again. Alright, so this is how many cows we got now, and it's starting to become too much. So I'm going to be killing off some of these cows, and then I'm going to sell the leather on the auction house and see how much it makes me. Alright, so I killed a decent amount, but I'm leaving quite a lot because I don't have a looting 3 sword. So I got 36 leather from that, and hopefully selling this on the auction house I will have enough to buy a looting 3 sword. Okay, so I crafted these into item frames because they're going to sell for more, and I'm going to sell these on the auction house for 170k and wait for them to sell. But yeah, time to get breeding. Alright, someone just bought my item frames for 170k. Okay, perfect. So while I was grinding, another one of my item frames sold, and now I'm going to buy this sword and let's get killing. So I might have kind of killed a bit too many cows over here, but that's alright. And we got a stack in 19, so that looting really makes a difference. And we're just gonna sell them on the auction house, and we're just gonna make a bunch of profit. So let's go. Alright, I listed all the item frames, and here is what it's looking like right now. We got a bunch of them up. We got a whole stack for 620k. If that would sell, that would be huge. But yeah, we're just gonna wait until it sells. And while I wait, we're going to make more wheat. Alright guys, after a whole lot of grinding, we have made it to 7k, and yeah, it's just been pretty boring. I've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, but yeah, you know, we're almost there. This is what our auction looks like, but yeah, we're gonna keep going until we hit 10 mil. So, yeah. Let's go, boys.
2,000 years later.
I have been grinding for so long. Like, y'all don't even understand. It is 2:27 a.m. in the morning. And I've been playing, like, non-stop. I just want this challenge to be over. I'm not even gonna lie. I will never look at cows, wheat, leather, any of that stuff the same. I'll never look at it the same. These cows have changed my life, and personally, I don't know if it was good or bad. That's all of my item frames right here. We're gonna sell this for 300k, and we're gonna sell this for 300k. Oh my gosh, come on, please. Please, please. Yes! Oh my gosh. We did it. As you can tell, we finally beat that challenge. After all the grinding, all the hours put in, we finally did it. But anyways, that concludes this video, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and make sure to tune in next week to see my next video.
Fill my cup to the choke smoke in a big black truck. Sit out while I go up. Act like my rims ain't clean. How you gon' act like my neck don't clean? Haters get sprayed like Afro Sheen, but they don't ever really wanna